Hey, I hope everybody's 2023 has been off to a really good start so far. I just wanted to jump on and do a video update. Going to try to do some more of these for 2023, at least the first part because we're going out of town so much and we're putting out an album and there's quite a bit of stuff that we have coming up. So just try to talk about it a little bit more than just posting the normal picture and going with it. So the first thing is we're going out of town. This is the first week of the year. It'll be our first gigs of the year. Friday we're going to be in the Tulsa area. We're going to be in Jinx at Maggie's Music Box, which we're pretty excited to come back to. We played there over the last summer with Jack when we were doing a run, but we did it on a Thursday, so it was a little bit different. And this will be the first time that we are able to play there on a weekend, and it'll be the first time that we play there inside. So we had a really good time. We weren't really sure what to expect when we were there over the summer, and it was a really good turnout. It was a blast. It was one of the most fun gigs we played all year. So I'm hoping we can do a repeat of that. And then on Saturday we're going down to Richardson, Texas, which is just outside of Dallas, like Dallas Fort Worth area, and we're going to play at Six Springs Tavern. I'm excited to play there because there's been a bunch of people that I'm friends with who have played there. And I've played there with Randy McAllister and Mike Morgan about 2 years ago now, and it was a really good time. It's a big room, and they focus on original music, so I think it'll be a good venue for us. I don't think we'll blast them out or anything, and they'll like our boring originals, as Brock Alexander would say. So it'll be cool. And then Sunday we're coming back through, and we're going to stop at Kirby's and. Hopefully we can pack Kirby's on a Sunday night. I know it's probably like Christmas break, but if we could get a bunch of Wichita people if I get our Wichita people to come out to Kirby's and throw a party on Sunday night, I think it'll be a fun, small club rock show. That'll be cool. So I think that's a really fun way to start. And then we're going to be out of town quite a bit in January and February, but especially in January. So we're going in the Tulsa area, Dallas area. We'll be in the Wichita area a few times doing acoustic shows and electric shows. We'll be in Salina in January and February, doing an acoustic one in January and an electric one in February. We're going up to Lincoln. We'll be in Omaha. We'll be around Des Moines, in Pomeroy, around at Byron's Bar. We'll be in St. Joe, and then of course we'll play a lot of the same sorts of places that we've been in Kansas City too. And I also just want to say thanks to everybody who commented on the Facebook post that I made last week about where they want to see us this next year, because knowing where we haven't been, and especially knowing that somebody wants us to go there, is really helpful. So we've had a lot of cool suggestions, working on reaching out to most of those places and seeing if we can set something up. We're pretty well booked into the kind of the early middle of the year, but we're definitely looking to figure out the summer and fall, travel wise and festival wise too. So any suggestions, advice, contacts that you've got, we're all ears, because we're trying to figure out where we should go. So yeah, that's kind of the schedule update. And then just to kind of talk about a few things at the end of the year that were kind of cool is the BB show. First off, I just want to thank BB's for being so cool all year. We've done basically the second and fourth Wednesdays all year, and they've been really tolerant. I know sometimes it's been a hit and sometimes it's been a miss, but they've let us do it, and they're just really cool. So if you get a chance, you should come see us on a Wednesday. We're going to keep doing those. And then the show that we did on Friday, on the 30th, was kind of my last show for the year. I say kind of because I'll talk about that in a minute, but having Hyson and JoJo and TJ and Sean and Jimmy, and Jack was originally going to be there before he got in the car wreck, but having everybody be there, and it's kind of fun because I play in the House Rockers with Hyson, and I play in a couple bands with Sean, whether it's Dust Devil Choir or Sean McDonald Band, and Sean plays with me quite a bit too, and then of course JoJo and Jimmy, and then TJ does the Wednesday gigs with us and plays with me when he can. Having everybody there and knowing that there's a strong overlap of songs, even though we've never all played together at the same time, that was really cool. And I think we pulled it off. And I appreciate everybody that came out. and I'm trying to figure out an excuse to do it again. So I think everybody's on board if we can just find the right time. And also just a general update on Jack. I know we raised about $2,500 for him on the guitar auction. So thank you everybody who bought a ticket. They're doing another benefit for him at the Hideout on the 7th. So if you get a chance to go out to the Hideout, you definitely should. We'll be out of town. That's when we're going to be down around Dallas. But you should go definitely help him out. I think he's doing pretty well right now. So just appreciate everybody and their support. I got notes over here, but just because I got to get everything right. New Year's Eve, I want to thank a couple of people. First off, Dave Hayes. He got me up. He was opening up for the Samantha Fish show at Branded Steakhouse, and he got me up to do the last song with him. And there's no reason that he needed to do that, and it was really, really nice of him. So, just thanks again, Dave. Like I really do appreciate that. That was nice. I want to thank Adam Watson for letting me tag along and bug him all day long. The only reason that I really had to be there was I was renting some of my gear. So between everybody in Samantha's crew and everybody at Branded and the Dave Hayes guys, like I just appreciate the fact that you let me tag along and be the ninth wheel to the whole deal. Also want to thank Samantha. She was really fun to hang out with. She was incredibly gracious. Again, I had no reason to be there other than just renting some gear. So it was kind of fun. She played through my Super, which used to belong to Jimmy Lewin, for everybody who knows Jimmy Lewin. So it's kind of cool to know that, I've used that amp basically every day for the last 3.5 years. And I have video of that amp being played at BB's Lawnside from before I was born. So I've known where it's been the last 30 years, and to just kind of add to its story is fun. Same thing, she borrowed a Martin that I own. It's the best guitar that I own by far. And it was cool to see her play it, and it's cool to get to hear it out front because, I like playing it, so I don't usually loan it out to people. But I chased that Martin for about 5 years in college. I mean, I did my audition in the music program at Kansas Wesleyan on that guitar, and it's been at the Poorhouse in Salina, and it's been in a bunch of different churches for like Christmas Eve services and just general praise band services. And when I was doing that in Salina, it's been on almost every track that I've recorded, and I've written a bunch of songs on it. So it's just kind of cool that guitar and that amp kind of get some extra storylines added to it. So yeah, thanks for letting me be a part of it. And then kind of the last thing I just wanted to touch on, and I'll talk a lot more about this later, but we're really excited because the masters for the new album are done. We've got everything that we need, and the only thing I have to do is actually pay Dwayne at Weights and Measures for the last mastering. But I have it. It's uploaded. We're gonna put it out on Valentine's Day. So everything, the CDs and artwork, Judd Kite did the artwork. I think he did a really good job on it. Everything's ordered. It's all preloaded. It's ready to go. So it's kind of cool to know that the last step has been taken, and it's exciting. I mean, I've known it's kind of been like 18 months or so since we put out the last one, or since I stopped recording on the last one, and this one's different. There's been a lot of life lived in between those things, and I think the songs both reflect that and respect that. So I think it's cool. I like it. You can make up your own minds, but but it'll be cool. So the album itself is going to be called Marigold. Like I said, we're going to put it out on Valentine's Day. We're going to do a small acoustic show at Trevidi Wine in Lawrence on Valentine's Day, which is a Tuesday night. And when I say small, I mean it's like 25 person. So we're gonna put up a ticket link eventually next week or so and get the event out there. And then the release party is actually at Knuckleheads, which will be on the 18th of February, which those tickets are available. So if you want to go to Knuckleheads' website, you can get them there. We're doing it in the Gospel Lounge, and we're doing it in the Gospel Lounge on purpose. They put some more seating in there, comfortable seating. But that room sounds the best, and we would really like to sell it out. So if you could get your tickets in advance, if we have the demand to do it, we can try to figure out a way to do a second show or something. But yeah, I think doing it in that room is going to present the material probably the best, and it's going to be really fun. So yeah. One other thought is I've had a few people ask me for vinyl, and I'll be honest, that's pretty cost prohibitive. I mean, I know how many copies of the CDs that I sold for the last one, for the last two, and the minimum order quantities for vinyl, and the cost of that is not very, not a smart business decision at the moment. But I am looking at some other options. The other kind of hang up is the album's about 50 minutes long, and the couple of places that I've talked to, they've got a 44-minute max. So we kind of have to do a double album, which is not exactly any cheaper. So if anybody's got any ideas or has any hookups to places that they've used for vinyl or thought about, I'd be interested. I'm not promising that we're going to wind up doing it, but it'll still be available streaming wise everywhere. It'll be available CD. I'll have a pre-order link probably around the 1st of February or so, and then of course come to the show. So you can get them online. You can get them at the show. You can steal it online. For the love of God, steal it online. Yeah. So I think the beginning of 2023 is looking pretty promising. So I'll be excited to see everybody out there. Be excited to share a lot of new music with you. Especially, we're going to try to trickle. We've played some of the songs live, but we haven't played all of them. So we're trying to save back about half of the album. So you'll kind of get a taste test if you come to any of the shows coming up. But yeah, just wanted to jump on, like I said, and talk about all those things. And I'll probably jump on next week and do the same thing. But I just wanted to say I appreciate everybody who's coming out to shows and watching the video and paying attention. So we'll see you around.